Sophie.
Hi, Nancy. You've got a familiar name. I feel like I've been talking about Nancy's all day.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea the joy it was to watch the film and listen to Leo saying Nancy with that hot accent. It was, several times I paused and I was like, repeat.
That's so brilliant. That is so brilliant. Isn't his accent just gorgeous? Like, yeah.
The full package. How did you direct that full package and putting that intimacy with covering, sex, pleasure, frustration, everything?
Well, you know what? It was total bliss for me to direct these two great actors. We had a full week of rehearsal and we'd already done some work talking about the material before that. But in that rehearsal room, like everything else went away and we got to explore what we felt about our own bodies, how our bodies moved, like what was in the story and what we cared about, and kind of creating a sort of shared purpose and getting on the same page just about the kind of film that we wanted it to be, and talking a lot about consent or actioning a lot about consent. And then it was just my job to kind of create a safety on the set and to steer and to make sure that we were capturing what we had decided together we wanted to do.
And now you did some research on your own besides, Katy as the writer, because you said you wanted to make sure that the story felt authentic.
Look, yeah. I mean, I came on with a very early script that Katy had written. And so once I signed on, we did many drafts together, actually. And so one of the things that I wanted to do was talk to people with lived experience of sex work. And so we talked to a lot of different people and found some really great different stories and different approaches to the job, and realized how many stories there were and how limited the ones we got to see on screen have been, And actually that really freed us up to kind of find this very specific character of Leo. And Leo's a great character. He's very good at his job and he wants to be good at his job. And I very much enjoy watching people try to be good at things, So and Daryl also met with a lot of the sex worker consultants as well, because we were just trying to kind of find a place where, it felt authentic to what we're telling. Certainly not like we were telling all the stories or representing all of sex work in any way, but that it was possible that this person could enact and behave in this way.
Which one of the scenes was the most touching for you?
I always really enjoy the physical scenes where I'm not exactly sure of what I'm feeling or thinking, I think the scene that I find most beautiful now, I mean, the dance scene is gorgeous, but the scene when she asks him to take his top off and then she wants to touch him, I love that she's reenacting or sort of displaying kind of the ideas of consent that Leo's sort of been teaching her up until then. She asks him if he can take his top off and if she can touch him. And I love that we get to go into her experience of the kind of awe and the beauty that she sees in front of her and the pleasure of that. But I also love that we get to go to Leo's point of view, where he sees what she's enjoying and we feel with him as well as with her, rather than it being one or the other. So for me, I think that was a gorgeous thing to watch happen. And the way that Brian's camera kind of has to kind of be dancing with them through that scene, and the way the whole creative team, the sound designers and composers, had to create that. I just think everyone's work is really beautiful there.
I love the film, and it's like a reminder that pleasure is a great thing to have.
Yeah.
And if we're not getting it, we got to say something. And if not, we got to do something about it. Because at any age, we don't have to be like older, but we've been there. We've been there.
For sure. Like pleasure is the point. It's worth it, right?
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for your time and congratulations.
Thanks, Nancy. Great to talk to you.
Thank you.